Hello YouTube and welcome to iRacing iRacing. First of my type on this channel, I do think. I do a few music videos which I love doing, but this is the first commentary race that I've ever done. I'm planning on getting into iRacing a lot more than what I already do, and hopefully sharing those races with all of you guys. So what are the details of this one? We're at Watkins Glen doing the warm-up lap for the GT3 series, which has just started once again. So we've got the new BMW which has been introduced, which is what I'm in at this moment in time. It appears that a lot of people have chosen the exact same choice. So it's it's a new car. People are going to be eager to try it. So I'm kind of expecting a high turnout of BMWs as it is for this season, but you do still get, we've got one McLaren in here somewhere at the back of the field, unfortunately. Shame to see that. And you've got a few roofs or roughs, whatever you want to call them. I don't really know how they pronounce them, but I'm just going to call them Porsches in this video because that's basically what they are. They're just modified Porsches for race specifications. So apologies to anyone who's iRacing is slightly shouting at me and screaming at me saying it's roof or rough, however you want to say it. I'm just going to call them Porsches, and I do apologise. But anyway, just warming up the tyres a bit, taking it nice and easy, not using too much fuel. We're starting 15th in this race at the moment, but we plan on getting very high up the field. The whole point of this race is that you need to draft. The more you draft, the more ground and the more pace you're going to get. Watkins Glen, I am pretty good at that. I'm not the best, nowhere near the best, but I know how to do this track. So I'm fairly confident at the moment. The reason I'm so far back to start with is mainly because I could not get a decent draft on qualifying, which is a shame because in order to get a good time on this track, which is obviously the short circuit, as you can clearly see as we come to the starting line, you need a draft. So we're just going to pop down to third gear as we come across the line here. So excited. If you're just wondering, this is a replay, but I did some really nasty overcuts. I'm quite aggressive, I think, but it's a green flag, and here we go, making a very slow start compared to the 18 car, I think, which is ahead. But the Porsche is on the left-hand side, braking heavily down into third. Let him go because no accidents on the first lap. We don't want that. I made the mirror. The reason I put it in this view is so you can see the gear changes, you can see the rev counters, you can see my hands, what they're doing, and if you look closely, you can kind of see the rear spoiler of the car and anyone who's behind me slightly. So obviously give me feedback if there's a better view or something. I have altered it, but anyway, back to the racing. I'm very cautious on the first lap, as always in iRacing, because I know that everyone decides to win on the first lap. And holy smokes, I'm right. There's smoke up ahead, and there's a car, and he's right in my way. Can't go to the left because the Porsche's there, and it's a very, very bad start for me. And the RAC car goes by, which is very bad news indeed. See those brake lights. Try not to lose that much ground. I'm very cautious of the car on the right. It's all about surviving. So braked early to undercut and get back in line, get some good speed out of that corner, and hopefully a decent draft from the rear of that BMW. The reason I say that is that you have a lot of straights on Watkins Glen, a lot of high-end power is used, so you need to have a car that has good aerodynamic stability, and will utilise that to its best. And that car is going wide there, so we should get a good run off. Even though we did come off the gas, you can take it flat out, but you should have off. And he's on the right hand side, so he's going defensive, but I am going to make a lot of ground here. Now watch this. And I'm already ahead at that stage, but he's trying to squeeze in. He's going very, very deep into that corner, basically almost touching. But the reason I was able to gain all of that ground so quickly compared to the rest of the field is because I have my wing at -3. So I'm fighting like hell to keep this thing integrated. So I don't know what setups everyone else is running. It might be that everyone else is on -3, but I found that the less downforce you have on this track, the better. So we're gaining a lot of ground here. I mean, he's not gaining ground on the RAC car up ahead, but I'll let him go. There's no point in me throttling it and just decide whacking him in the side. It's going to ruin both of our races. We're only the second lap in, so just let him go. But once the fuel line starts to get lighter, then you'll really see the potential for having low downforce at this track. So I'm roughly about 0.5 seconds behind. You've got the car in the rear mirror. He's keeping his distance at the same time. Just getting as much out of that corner as we can. Want to carry as much speed as possible. Can be very tricky. This corner is the one I loathe. In this track itself, it's just oh Jesus, that was close. But pushing it a bit too much out of there. But it's just so tricky to get the braking point right. It takes a lot of practice to get it perfect, and I'm yet to do that. I think I could probably be experts thinking, what an idiot, because my line will be totally wrong, but I don't know the correct line, so I just kind of guess each time I come across it. But the BMW, if it drives nicely, it suits my driving style. Obviously everyone drives differently. This you can proper drift it around. It won't bite your head off unless you act like an idiot. And that's what I like about it. So we're coming out now. All the cars you can see are now starting to clump up, where they're just all drafting each other. So sooner or later, someone's going to want to overtake, and that's when we will pounce. Someone's going to make a move which will slow them down, and that's where we are going to have our advantage, and we're just going to jump them all. There's a Porsche up there who's fighting, and see that the BMWs are starting to tussle now. The RAC car and the red and black one. Try and get this corner nice and smooth. Yep, that's perfect there. And oh, we're having to hold back on the gas because there's nowhere to go for me. I don't know if they made contact there, but the RAC car's going wide. I'm trying to squeeze through, but I'm not going to risk it. But hopefully this is where we will see aerodynamics. Come on, car. Don't make a fool out of me. He's going wide. He's going to try and take back his position. And that red and green, or red and black car is going wide. He's got nice green wheels there, hasn't he? Very nice. I've got white wheels on mine. Oh, and he's going wide, the RAC car. And oh, I didn't want to do that. Going wide a bit. You can just see him in the rear mirror, very close to my rear bumper. Had to take that corner very carefully. That's going to cost us a lot of time in overall. That corner was very bad as well. Problem with drafting is obviously you lose front end grip when you are drafting, because obviously you're behind someone else's cut air. So there you're getting all down, of course, but you're not. So he's now got no draft at all. Well, he's got very slight from the car ahead, and we are very close to his rear. So look all this ground we are making. It's not a lot, but the next lap maybe. Oh, and I'm going to make a move. He left a gap there, and I am not one to leave an opportunity, but he's still there. He's still fighting, so he's now in front again. Very well held. Usually most people just give up once you've got someone on the inside of that corner, because they don't want to collide when they get to the end. But I gave him space. He's still in the lead. When I say lead, he's in front. He's not actually winning, is he? Clearly. But that was a good corner again. And this is where it's all going to go downhill for our friend here. And I even have to lift because he's going so wide. Oh, very close. Hopefully, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And we've got him now. The draft. He's now on the left-hand side. Can we have a look? No, we can't. No, he's still there. But he's going to have to give that up. There's no way he can hold that. and throttle it back out again. That was perfect corner, and we have taken another place. Got the two Porsches here fighting it out between each other. They're doing really well against this entire field of BMWs. Gonna brake first, and that way we can undercut him. And we have got a lot more drive out that corner because my wing, as I said, is as low as it can go, and that way we have just taken that spot. And he's now behind. So hopefully we'll have to watch out on the next straight though, because he may have got better drive out that corner because he had the racing line. So we're going to have to use the draft as much as possible, and this is where we see the full potential, hopefully. Keep saying that, but there's not really much going on, is there? But if that was me behind him, I would have caught him, but he's not gaining pace, so it does help to have a low downforce on this track. What I feel anyway, it suits me. We're keeping pace with the Porsche up ahead. Oh, a bit wide. You can see the back end just try and escape there. And that's what I like about this car. I'm like it feels like you're on the edge, which is more fun. And we've got a better drive out of this corner. Sim Seats is going down, little sponsor boy. And we're coming right past. Brake into fourth gear. Let the car just carry the speed around and just floor it right back out again. He may get better drive. And he's coming up on the right hand side. Is he going to overtake though? Nope. No, he's not. It's my corner right the inside. Sensible move there by the Porsche. Otherwise, you might have caused a catastrophe. Nice, tidy corner. Not very fast for that corner, but at least it was tidy. So now the next challenge is to hold off this Porsche because he's very close to my backside. He's going to get a lot of draft around these straights, but the next car ahead is maybe 1 whole second. So we're going to have to try and gain a lot of ground here with no real car ahead that we could easily draft. And we've gone really wide here, so that's bad news for us. But we get a better drive out the corner because we've done that. And we seem to be closing the gap to the red car ahead. I think that's another BMW. But the Porsche seems to have pulled back a bit. I can't see him in the rear view anymore. I can't hear his engine. Also, I have to admit, the car... almost on off track there, but we've got ×1 so far because of that little off we had and a few laps in. But as I was saying, this car sounds amazing. I absolutely love it. It just sounds gorgeous. You can just hear it whining away. And we are definitely gaining on this red BMW. The Porsche is still there, I can see it, I just saw it, maybe 0.5 seconds behind. But we need to keep him there. Can't let him gain anything. That's it, we are definitely gaining. And hopefully by the time we catch up to this red BMW, because he is pulling back from the other guys ahead, so we need to overtake him quickly if we want to keep this momentum going, because if you're ahead... Oh, there's a bit of smoke up ahead, and there's an accident. Whoa! Jesus. Bit close, but don't need new pants for that one. I'll save this pair for later. But that ruined everything on that BMW. It was right behind him there, but he seems to have gained a bit of ground, and that Porsche is now really close behind us. So, oh god, that made me panic. I just saw him just glitch out and then reappear in a pile of smoke. I thought he was going to reappear in a crash. That was scary. Okay, I may now need new pants after that. And the Porsche is making a move, but is he going to... Oh god. No, he's sticking behind. But just shows we just knocked off, what, 0.7 seconds on this red BMW. Now we're right up his trumpet. It's gone a bit wide there. Let's try and oh. Ah, that's it. Oh god, don't do that. Coming down the inside, am I going to be able to make it stick? And yes I am. Oh no, he's still ahead. Jesus. But now I've got him. Now this time. Got the draft. Got the uphill speed. Coming round to the left hand side. That means we've got the racing line. And we're only just coming to the top of the straight. And we've got so much of a gain already. There he is, he's behind, so we're all clear. And then just bring it in, down to 4th gear. Let the car carry it all through and back out again. So now we've definitely got a bit of a gap ahead. That's maybe like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. God knows. I think that's it, we're going to have to go defensive now. I don't think I'm really going to make much more ground. BMW, red BMW still keeping pace. Good corner there. See, that's how it's meant to be taken. Probably can be a lot better, but I'm happy with that. I think we have made a bit of ground. Oh, bit too much speed in that one. But it's okay because the Porsche and the red BMW are having a little fight behind me, as I saw in the little mirror. Oh, very bad corner there. Don't want to do that anymore. All these buttons on the dash. So many. You've even got frost for cold weather and all these little lights. I'll take the red bits for fire extinguisher. The round one that is. Zoom in. In case the thing blows up. But being a German car, I hope that doesn't happen. But we are actually, or I don't know, kind of the same distance away from the next pack. Not really gaining or losing. Obviously they're a lot more compact. so they're going to get a lot more drafting than I am. But they are having a fight, so hopefully this will be our opportunity. Got to take it while you can. I do believe I'm in the top 10 as well at this stage. That's it, good corner, and we are now in draft mode. So from now on it's going to be nice. Playing this hill, you will lose a lot of time or you either gain a lot of time and how smooth you are. Just got to keep those tyres from, prevent them from screeching at you, and you will get good. Oh, we're at top speed, we're hitting the limiter. First time that's happened so far, and God, they've gone wide. Is this our chance to get in? I don't know, he's still on the left, so I don't really want to close the door on him in case of an accident. It's a good thing we didn't. Otherwise we might have two BMWs spinning out, and we've gained a lot of ground. So I don't really want that to happen. And we are really in this pack now. God, I hope I don't crash. It's really good. Oh, a bit wide there in that corner. And in fact the rest of the guys behind me that I've just overtaken are all starting to catch up as well. So it's all starting to get a bit tight, and we are going to draft this white BMW. So going to go on the left hand side. He's come over, so we're going to go the other side. And whoa, what the hell? Pick your line, buddy. Can't just pick and choose when it suits you to block everyone off. Jesus. There's no way he didn't see me. Gotta be careful of him. Went a bit wide there. Oh God, this lap is horrible. That last sector there ruined everything. And now we're back to stage 1 again. Oh, look at that green BMW, it's basically like mine. Mine's a lime green, nice, bright. Got a different pattern though. Go Team Green. Come on. This time I'm going to get you. This time. Come on. Oh, come on. See, I've got a higher top speed than these guys. I'm having to hold back. And that white BMW's gone wide again. Oh, I hate that. But he's got the left hand side still. He's still defensive there. Let him go through. Gotta have him. He's holding us up really badly. No, he's going to go defensive. Of course he is. At the last minute when I try and make my move. But yeah, you fell for that trick, buddy. Try and make him go defensive, then come back out to the racing line. He goes deep, and I take over. That's what she said about the deep thing. But now we are past him with his very aggressive defensive style. But now comes the green BMW. Whoa, gained a lot of ground there. And accelerating back out. That's it. Come on. Car 17 is on the left hand side. Make it stick. No. Oh, very close. Gotta watch out for that BMW. Still close behind us as well. So it's all very tightly packed at the moment. Gotta be careful when you make your moves, but I should hopefully get a good draft up here. Hitting the limiter on the 5th gear there, which wasn't very nice. But here is when the car gets very light. Look how much ground I'm making just where my car has a higher top speed, thanks to having no downforce. I'm basically clearing him for the next corner. It's not much of an advantage, but it's enough to get you that spot. And I'm shit at setting up cars anyway, so. But obviously everyone has a different style. It's how you set up the car to suit you. So I'm able to hold them off in the cornering sections and then take them on the straights. But now there's a yellow BMW. It's our next target. Still got the green one behind. God, I wish I had a display to tell me who's who. I'll figure that out for the next one. Hitting the limiter again. Down the inside. He left a gap there. Right, let's accelerate out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesus Christ. I think that one was my fault. And the green BMW goes through again. I do put my hands up when I'm guilty. I think that one was my fault. But I expected him to use the runoff because there is a runoff there. It was just an accident, a racing incident. But I was overtaking, so I do believe that would be... Oh shit. Oh shit, what's going on? Another car down. But whoever that was, I am genuinely sorry if that was my fault. We'll have a look at the replay afterwards just to see what was wrong. But Mr. Greenie is back in front of us, along with this sexy looking dark red, like blood red BMW. Not having another incident like that, he can go in front. And I've got the white BMW that we overtook earlier right up my trumpet, so let's try and keep him at bay. I do believe we are in 7th place now. And they're fighting there, so that's allowed me to gain ground. I even had to come with the accelerator again. That's a bad left-hander there, but... And they're going too wide. And I'm going to try and squeeze through. Oh, close my eyes. Oh, God. And we're through. Left-hand side is clear. Bring it down. God, that was bloody close. But they left again. Jesus. Oh, they were going so slow. See, that's the advantage of aerodynamics and having a low back wing. They were flat out, and I was flat out, but yet I went through the middle as if they were just nothing. So there you go. If you want an advantage like that, have a negative back wing. Negative back wing. But that was scary as shit. I'll admit that. Some may say that was a tad aggressive, but there was plenty of room for another car. I was just praying that I would make it before the next turn, and luckily the left-hand side car either lifted or I was able to pull across a bit and then go into the corner. But I cleared both of them before I reached it, so we are now in 5th place. But now we've got no one to draft, and that is where we have the trouble. But hopefully, because we have low downforce, we may be able to defend a lot easier. Hopefully. We've only got a few laps left, I think. But again, I am sorry to that other guy that I took off earlier. That was my fault. I was overtaken. It was my responsibility. And just to let you know, guys, I did plan on looking at the replay, so we're going to have a look at that afterwards. Oh, this screen is so filthy. All this crap that's flown onto the windscreen. I do believe I have a bit of a slower car in this sector. But I think overall I'm keeping pace with them all thanks to the low downforce. But it seems to have worked in my favour. As long as we can hold these guys off, I think that is the setup to have here. Where are they all? They're still there, so they're keeping pace. But we are not in the lead of this race. There are another 4 cars ahead, so it means we are in 5th place. And that is it. We are across the line. That was the last lap. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy, please like, subscribe. I will be planning on bringing out more of these videos. If you don't know what my channel is about, please do click on the username button. I will try and just view everything. I've got many playlists and whatnot about what I do. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. And coming up next is obviously the replays of what is happening afterwards. See all the other cars coming across the line.